Well, good afternoon, everyone. Alan Thomas joining you with Jeff Fennick for the commentary here this afternoon at the Entertainment Centre. Sam Skoutouriotis, we don't know a lot about him, Jeffrey, but he looks a tough rooster just looking at him in the ring.
Well, Alan, I didn't know him by name, but I did watch his kid fight not long ago, and he's very, very experienced. I'm pretty sure he's a southpaw, and he's a good talent. But Jimi Reynolds is very, very experienced. He's been overseas, he's been tutored overseas, and he brings a wealth of experience in the ring. Although he's only had 6 fights, he's very, very experienced.
Skoutouriotis, on the other hand, is unbeaten in 4. So he's got a pretty good record just the same. Even though he's only had the 4 fights, he's unbeaten. You've got to look a bit of confidence about him anyway before they hear the first bell. And you're right, he is a southpaw.
I did watch him fight. He's put up a pretty good showing. He's got a good jab. He just landed with a beautiful one then.
Right, don't punch.
This fight scheduled for 3 minutes. What's the key if you're an orthodox fighter? Oops, here's trouble. I was about to say, what's the key to fighting a southpaw if you're an orthodox fighter, Jeff?
He throws a beautiful left hook, Jimmy, and he just hit him with a little jab that turned into a bit of a hook and really hurt him, and this kid's in big trouble. Jimmy's got to take his time more. He's got to take his time. Those punches will land. He usually fights, and he fights in a hurry all the time. I spoke to him today earlier, and I said, just take your time, Jimmy.
Well, he started off very well in this round, and he'll be looking for that left hook over that right-hand lead of Skoutouriotis. Must give a fighter an awful amount of confidence if he can put a bloke down in the first round, and conversely, if you're the one on the deck, you must think, well, you know, what a start. What am I doing here?
Well, if you're the one on the deck, you certainly think to yourself, what do I have to do? Oh, no, you know, this guy can punch, but, well, there's another left hook too. But Jimmy's very, very experienced, and, you know, I don't think this fight will go the distance.
No, he's in a bit of trouble, the Victorian, in the red trunks.
They're awkward customers, those southpaws. When they hold you, you're trying to hit them with normal punches, and you've got to do the opposite, so it makes it difficult in close.
Oh, a short right hand got through. Is it hard mentally, Jeff, when you're fighting southpaws to remember to do the opposite? Or it's not a natural thing, is it?
It's not natural. What I try to do, I just go in the ring and just pretend that here's a guy who's trying to do this and just try to do better.
Well, this won't go much longer. That left hand's doing a lot of damage. The left hand of Reynolds. Now he's got Skoutouriotis over in the corner. If he lands one more clean one, we might be seeing a very early end of the contest. This is scheduled for 6 threes, and it's not likely to go the trip.
Well, there's that right hand. That's the best punching at the southpaw with that straight right hand, and Jimmy just hit him nice and flush in.
Yes, I don't think Skoutouriotis has got too many answers for Reynolds.
I'll tell you what, he came in the ring looking a little confident, but he certainly doesn't look that way anymol, Alan.
No, when he went down on his tail, and what's this, a cut over the left eye, is it? Yeah, Reynolds goes to the neutral corner.
The doctor says it's all right.
Not exactly what Skoutouriotis might need. Young Sam, he might need a bit of a breather here. Trying to get the composure back.
I thought you were going to say he needed the cut. Certainly doesn't.
No, he doesn't need the cut. Gee, he's only been round 1. He looks like he's been 15 threes with Muhammad Ali, poor fella. He's in a bit of trouble. Nice round to Reynolds. Well, welcome back to the Newcastle Entertainment Centre. This is the first of 6 bouts this afternoon, And of course, the big one, the IBF junior welterweight defence by Kostya against Roger Mayweather, coming up later this afternoon.
There's Skoutouriotis in the corner. God knows what Keith Ellis will be saying to him after that round. It'll be very, very hard to try to pick your boy up after getting a flogging like he did in round one.
Well, I must point out too, Jeff, that not too many people want to fight Reynolds, and Sam did take the fight on rather late notice, so I suppose it shows a bit about his ticket to get in there when a few fellas probably don't want to fight Reynolds, and you can see why they don't want to fight him.
I'm not sure whose ticket it talks about. Is it his trainer or is it him? Like, you know, obviously Sam didn't know this kid, and if Keith Ellis had done his homework, he wouldn't have taken the fight either. But somebody that they've taken, I feel sorry for this kid for doing it.
Well, he's in there. He's got to make the most of it. He survived one. He's got another 5 to survive. And, of course, that cut eye won't help either. Or Reynolds throwing himself off balance. You're right, Jeffrey. He does rush a bit, doesn't he?
He does. He tries to knock you out with every punch. And he's a good puncher, so he should just take his time more.
Tell you something about Reynolds. He doesn't carry any excess condition. Have a look at the ripples in his stomach. Have a look how fit he is.
Yeah, he made the weight very, very easily, and you know, he's a very, very well-trained athlete. Back to the doctor again.
I think this might get stopped shortly. Well, I think for 2 reasons. I mean, Skoutouriotis isn't going anywhere, and the cut.
The referee saying the punch was caused must be another cut. Yeah, another cut by the glove. Both eyes are cut.
Well, he's going to bat on, but I was about to say he's not going anywhere in the fight, and the cut eye is certainly going to help. So, he's starting to give a little bit of what he's got. Sam Skoutouriotis, the red and white trunks against Jimi Reynolds. I think Skoutouriotis might know this fight might get stopped shortly with this cut eye, so he's out to try and make the most of it.
Well, he's certainly shown he's got some heart there. He's trying very hard. He just hit Jimi Reynolds with a beautiful left hand too. Jimmy's got to take his time, work more off his jab, and let punches fall into place. He does seem to rush a little bit. There it is again. He's loading up with the right hand instead of jabbing first, trying to work his way in there.
He just didn't quite land with clean blows there, Reynolds. He grazed Skoutouriotis about 2 or 3 times. Didn't quite get one through. Not to land flush anyway.
Oh, that was a beautiful right to the body and left hook by Reynolds. Then he came back with another big right hand. Bit of claret coming out now. Plenty of blood.
Yeah, I would think at the end of this round might go close to finishing it, because he's got blood everywhere.
He's going to the blood bin. I think he'll be coming back from the blood bin this time.
Well, I suppose it's a bit different if you look like winning the fight, but at the moment he's only copping a hammering.
His nose is now cut. He's got a cut on each eye and a cut on the nose.
Yeah, that's it. The towel's been in.
That's nice for the trainer. A little bit late.
Well, there it is. Jimi Reynolds defeats Sam Skoutouriotis, and the fight stopped in the 2nd round. And I think that's a pretty fair decision.
Yeah, it was a good decision by the referee, taking him back to the doctor. Good decision by the doctor. There's Jimi Reynolds, very, very victorious, and you know, great future this kid, Jimi Reynolds.
Well, that gives him 8 fights, 7 wins, 1 loss, and 6 by knockout. So the record is impressive.
Well, I think he lost his first professional fight. Where he had it or where it was, I don't know, but I believe it was his first pro fight he lost.
Well, he certainly must train hard, Reynolds. He's one of the fittest fighters I've seen.